Spring has arrived. The birds are chirping. The flowers are blooming. And Easter is around the corner. And I am here giving you all a neat little art review, looking into the birth of a young artist as we drive down to Cringe Town. So let's see what we have to work with. Traced. I'm calling it right now that this one is traced. There is no way you drew anatomy so perfectly while your lines look like this and your eye is falling out of the head. They are so far apart they might be divided and follow the 5-foot rule for a reason. Also, they spelled Miku wrong. This one is also traced. It's noticeable by how wiggly the lines are. Also, that tail is so stiff that it could compete with a stiff cock. So we go from normal traced head proportions to a horse face. Also, why is a black version of Akumu from Glitch Tail here? That doesn't make any sense, especially since this character is supposed to be an OC from Bendy and an Ink Machine. Again, another traced piece. But this artist only traced the pose for their new character. It looks slightly better than what we're supposed to see next. Someone needs to help me grab a gasoline can and a lighter, and we have to burn this thing until it doesn't exist. But unfortunately, it will be stuck in my head because it's so cursed, and I really hate it. The hand is so small, and why is that one leaned to the side? Is she doing something down there? Despite the low camera quality, you can still see that this artist had some scratchy lines. Also, lady, with that face, no one would be fucking you. When showing your gratitude to your fan base, you're not really supposed to point out that you're crying from happiness, writing the words tears and having an arrow to your face. Also, I would like to point out that the outline of the heart is going through the hands. And again with the tail, it's stiffer than a cock. And the eyes are so close that the eyebrows have no space when you furrow them from anger. And that's exactly what I'm feeling when looking through this. Oh, but no! Look what happened to this one! He clearly got a downgrade from last time. His neck is so long he could be easily mistaken for a giraffe, his arm is placed on his back, and one of his legs is skinnier than the other. I don't even know what's going on anymore. But hey, take a look at this one right here. The artist clearly doesn't give a shit enough to complete this one. The hair is not outlined, the shoulder is missing, and the eye is not outlined either. The line art is going through each other a lot that it's creating tangents. And we went back to use horse faces with a jaw that expands downwards. Is she a frog or something? What the hell? Oh no. Oh my god, this is a failed attempt. Why would you draw this? It's like her eye is trying to escape the head so much. The nose is probably way too high, and her lips are bent. Soak this in gasoline, light it on fire, and let it burn to dust. This does not need to exist. Now, I'm not sure if this woman is crying because she got a flat chest, her forehead is small, or it's because, it's because this guy spawned in. Why is his body so small? His wrist is tiny, and he has a horse face. Yeah, no, I can definitely see why that girl would be crying because this this thing shouldn't exist either. You need to stop. You know, there's something about doing phase or gradients of one color, but the thing is, it all goes well until you get to the bottom part when it looks like there is no color at all. The top looks great, but then when you get to the bottom part, it just looks like you added no color and you were lazy. And again, I have a feeling that is traced from somewhere. The ears are way too close. And also, I find it amusing that one of her eyes is a heart, meanwhile she has a heart on her cheek. It doesn't make any sense unless you're trying to be cringe. Yes, the relationship of where a guy wants to be with a girl who obviously hates him, and pins her against the wall and tries to, do some flirting, which doesn't really work well. And she wishes death upon him. And we can also see that you're trying not to draw hands here. Ah, yes. The ink siblings. We can see the little splodge of ink on the page of a spelling mistake you made. And I don't know what this artist was on, but every time they write these joined letters, they have to do the normal unjoined letters underneath as if to make it easier to read. It's already easy to read it. There was no point of doing that. Hey guys, have you seen my new OC, human named Ryan? The most basic white boy name you could name your OC if you're lazy to create characters. Isn't that fascinating? Okay, I can already notice a lot of problems with this one. One of her horns is smaller than the other. Her eye is smaller than the other. Her shoulder is higher and smaller than the other. And so is her titty. Boy, what? Ah, yes. Creating a speed paint logo for your thumbnails after seeing someone else do that. Isn't that fascinating that you just stole that from someone else? Oh, fuck, it's this guy again. Imagine sleeping on a bed this big. Clearly, this bed is way too big for the character drawn on the paper. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Well, not to this artist because you can barely even see the words. They use their finger to probably smudge to make shading, but instead they make everything bleed together at this point. Also, what is it with this artist and unused spaces? With this much unused space, this girl might be sitting in the back rooms at this point. The only charcoal drawing I have seen this far. Also, why did they make the corners dark? That doesn't make any sense. And again, that dress is so stiff, stiffer than a cop. She might have gotten it from the trash, apparently. Also, funny thing, this man's torso is disconnected. Oh, poor thing. This girl must have done it. That's it, I'm done. My eyes can't take looking at any more of this horrendous shit. So what have we learned today? Just keep practicing so you don't end up like this sad sack of crap. Also, don't go out tracing and claiming the piece as your own. And be able to take criticism like this artist couldn't because they're so up their own ass with a massive ego. See ya!